Hey guys, the Kings of Rice, and this is MGT Cast. And well, let's just say that's like it's gonna be a different from the norm. It's not games, it's not like anime, but it's more like I guess you can say like current state of mind. I guess I mean if you're up to it, can will you let me whine a little bit? I guess you can say. And lately I've been feeling a little. I guess mentally I've been feeling a little bit off. I mean I haven't been sick or anything, but lately it's just like uh, well let's just start here. Well, currently I'm 26 years old, turning 27 in September, and like uh, currently have no job, but you know it running out of money, and then just like just helping out my parents whenever I can, and it's just like that should be content enough with me. They're happy with me, I'm happy with them. It's I mean really it's not about the people I live with or the people I associate with. It's just I guess it's just me. But I mean lately it's just like as far as like my mental state goes, it's just like I'm bored with everything. I'm just over everything, I guess you can say. It's I mean, for those of you who've watched, it's kind of different, but similar at the same time to the Payday story. It's I I'm not mad. I'm just bored with it. But I keep myself in it because because other people are doing it. I don't want to disappoint anyone by not wanting to do things I normally do. So it's just like it's not something I should burden with people with, because normally I normally the way I was raised by my mother and my father, well, mostly my mother instilled this, this state of mind within me, like if it doesn't concern other people, it's not their business. I mean, but I guess in a way, like this YouTube hobby that we here at MGT have is, it's kept me sane, I guess you can say, with the ability to, just talk how I want. And it's just like it keeps me sane during when I have nothing better to do. I mean, instead of like I've been trying not to try not to overdo it on video games as much as I love them. You know it, it's just like when you're at home, and and you don't have a job. It's just like you have I have brothers that I guess you can say are successful, and it makes me feel useless on the inside. But I've learned, like I guess I've learned going through life, considering I didn't finish high school on time. I was ashamed of it, considering I graduated high school when I was 20. But I I'm not ashamed of it now. Why should I be? I finished. I achieved that goal that a lot of people don't at that age, when they just end up getting their GED. I ended up getting my high school diploma, so I mean it worked out great for me. But when you're like me, I'm 26 with a bachelor's degree in electronics, and not doing a damn thing, and finding finding out that nobody wants to hire you. It kind of just breaks the spirit. It's been like this for almost a year, I guess you can say, even a little bit more. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough not feeling useless. With me, like I can help out at home a lot, but that doesn't cure the uselessness. Helping out the family doesn't make me money. It doesn't get me any closer to my hopes and my dreams. But I mean, what can you do? I as my parents get older, I worry a lot more about them. And I want to work, I really do. But one thing that concerns me is that, like, what am I gonna do if my mother decides one day she's gonna get back behind the wheel, and then she falls under one of her extreme vertigo spells, and I'm not there to support her. What am I gonna do? Because she can't always drive, and it's just like, hey, maybe you should apply here. And I go, but what am I gonna do for you? I mean, I can't. I can't be there to pick you up from work. It's just like, and then the uselessness sets in again. I mean, but what am I gonna do? I mean, it's one thing. It's like I'm not like easily. I'm not. I guess you can say it's not a. I'm not feeling depressed. I guess you can say it's just when you watch people succeed. When you watch them succeed, but when you're not beside them succeeding, it kind of just it's kind of just a blow to the mental state. It's you know it is what it is, and I mean I guess some people will listen to this and go, hey, maybe you should be ashamed of yourself. I am, but I'm not. It's what it is. I'm not killing myself over it. I guess you can say it's not something that that affects me so much that I'm just gonna quit life. I do have people that care for me. I have people I care for. My family will always be there for me, regardless of how I feel or how they feel. We can't let each other go. That's just not how you're supposed to live your life. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be definitely a lot worse. But I guess when you got student loans to pay, I guess you just look at it like, oh, there's only so far I can extend the grace period. One day I'm gonna have to face it. I'm gonna have to face it head on. I mean, I'm not liking my situation, and I should, and I never will. But you know, I do what I gotta do. It's kind of a sacrifice in both ways, but I do what I can. I'm not sad. I mean, I'm sad about it, but it's not enough to cry over. It's not enough to shed a tear. But you know, I guess this is just strange for me because I normally I bottle these things in because I don't need anybody worrying about me. I don't need anybody pitying me. But everyone needs a release, and I guess this video was just mine. You know, I again, I'm not sad. It's just like it's hard to shake the feeling of uselessness. But then again, the uselessness will always be there to spend. It just really just depends on how you feel it. So I guess it's whatever. As and I don't waste my time being sad because it compiles the uselessness in a different way. Just look at life like I do. It's almost useless being sad at a certain point. Just look at it like this. I always look at it like if you can't laugh at yourself, you might as well be dead. Even if no one laughs at your jokes, laugh at your own jokes. You'll feel better. At least I do. Even if there's no one around to laugh at the joke. Well, I guess that's it. I guess, if you're watching this and you made it this far, thanks, and I love you for listening. And this is the Kings of Rice. Have a good night.